Hi guys, I am here with the one, the only, Johnny Odell from Skybound.
What's up, guys? How's it going?
As many people know, he is the Waffle Fam.
Waffle Fam.
What is it, Waffle Fam?
Squad. Yeah, hashtag Waffle Fam, guys.
Damn,
Use
yes.
that hashtag. I think there was another Waffle Fam on Twitter. They're like a Dungeons and Dragons group, but we're gonna overtake them.
Wow, that's like really funny. There's like two waffles. I wouldn't have thought of that.
I don't know. I need more information on this D&D group, but we'll see.
God. Well, for you guys who don't know, this is Johnny. He works at Skybound. He also runs all the Walking Dead, like Twitter, Instagram accounts. So, and just in case anyone's confused, Skybound is all about the comic books, the video games, not really anything dealing on the like television, like production side. I know a lot of people confuse you for that. So I just want to make sure that's clear before we start getting to questions.
Sure.
And they're like, "What's it like directing?" And
right. Yeah.
Johnny's
Well,
like,
it's great, by the way. But we are producers on the show, so we do have a little bit of a role. But yeah, we're not like in Atlanta in the sun with Walker makeup on. So
yes, yeah. Do you want to just like introduce yourself so people can explain better than I can?
Yeah, absolutely. Oh my gosh. Okay. Yes, I am Johnny Odell. I am originally from Cleveland. I grew up in South Carolina as well. Shout out to Brandon Davis, also from South Carolina, fellow Gamecock. I actually went to school at Ohio University, which is where I met Alex. A lot of you guys know him already. He's another streamer. Also works at Fine Brothers. Moved out to Los Angeles in 2012. Had a lot of odd jobs. I was a CBS page. Worked on The Price is Right, American Idol. I worked on Hot in Cleveland. And I got to open the door for Betty White. That's like my claim to fame. It's like the moment where I'm like, all right, if like I get hit by a bus, I'm good. Worked at Chipotle, Buffalo Wild Wings, whatever I could, until I finally got this job at Skybound, where I was tasked with taking over the Walking Dead social media account, which had been very, very like low. Like Instagram had like 14,000 followers. Twitter had like, I don't know, 500,000, 600,000, something like that. And since then, since 2015, I've been growing it up like crazy, and I've had a lot of fun doing it. So that's me.
Damn, that's crazy. Especially like how you explained how you just went from like all these crazy productions to Chipotle.
To
Chipotle.
Exactly.
That's amazing. That's really cool though. Especially you got to work on like Conan and being a writer and stuff. To me, that's really cool. See, that's like one of my favorite late night TV show hosts.
Yes.
That's
the
amazing.
Conan stuff was very exciting.
So Skybound is definitely, it was something like just random that you got into. You were never really into like social media networking type stuff, huh?
I mean, technically my degree is in media management, so it ended up working out in the end. I was beginning to think my bachelor's degree was useless, but then I was like social media manager. I was like, oh my God, I got two of the things in my major right. But yeah, no, I didn't really know what Skybound was. I was applying to like 10 jobs a day. I was working on The Voice actually at the time. And then I was working at Chipotle on the side, and I hated my life. And then Skybound came along, and I wasn't really a comic book fan.
Nothing happened. We were just.
Nothing happened. It's fine. Everything's fine. Everyone's good.
Quick shout out to I just want to thank Brandon for actually coming to the stream and watching. And probably in support of Johnny, but that's so cool. And like, thank you.
I just had lunch with Brandon last week.
Oh yeah, that's right. And he went to like the Skybound office and everything.
Yeah, he went to the Skybound office. We got some burgers. It was great.
That's so cool. So what's it like working for Skybound?
It's really awesome. We've really grown. When I first got there was only like 20 people. Now we're at like 80. We've moved buildings. We have like our own building now. We used to be in this like little corner office of a bigger office building in Culver. Now we're in Beverly Hills. Takes forever to get to work, but no, Skybound's awesome. Everyone there is like super into helping everybody else, and the whole thing with Skybound is that they're really creator centric. So if you have an idea, like we have one of the editors of The Walking Dead, he's like, I want to make my own comic book. They're like, do it. So he does, and it's called Gasolina. It's on its 8th issue right now.
Oh, I saw
and it's
that.
really good. So like I started doing React videos. May have low-key, got influenced by the guy behind me. I was like, a lot of people make Walking Dead React videos. What if I just compiled them into one video? And so I did, and then it became like this big thing to the point where it was featured on Talking Dead during the season 7. I think it was the season 7 premiere. Yes, when Negan did his thing. R.I.P.
Oh God, I don't even. My heart. Let's just have a moment of silence.
I know, but super fun.
That's so cool. Yeah, I didn't know that you were there for the last 3 years. I thought you've been there for a while. But I guess
I'm not that old.
It's because I've seen you at Comic-Con every time I've gone, but I've only started going in 2015. Like,
oh, okay.
Yeah. So I guess I've seen you every year, but I guess that was like my start of going there as well.
Yes.
But like you've done an amazing job then getting that because the numbers have definitely skyrocketed in over a course of 3 years. And yeah, I do feel like it does make sense now because I feel like The Walking Dead Twitter, Instagram, it's a lot more interactive. There's a lot more things going on to, do. And like as a fan, it's really cool. You want to interact with that type of stuff.
Exactly, and I really tried to, because AMC has their own thing, and they're very corporate. I've actually met with the AMC people. They have, like, a whole social media team. Like, they have 20 people that all their tweets and everything has to go through, and, like, focus groups, and, they have to have a seance and everything. But, no, I'm kidding. But for me, I'm kind of a one-man army. I mean, I do have a boss, Brian, who kind of oversees everything to make sure I'm not, like, tweeting out anything crazy. But other than that, and then we have... Sally, another person I work with who, she runs the actual Skybound one, and she does a few of the other, like, comic-related accounts we have. But I manage The Walking Dead, just me. And I try to focus on fans, I try to focus on pop culture, and I try to focus on just kind of like a more relaxed, sort of casual way to talk to people. So I hope it's working.
No, it does. And it feels like Walking Dead's like right up there with the accounts, like Denny's or Wendy's. That's like crazy, mean
that
tweets.
That is the biggest compliment because I aspire to be Wendy's. They're so good. They are the Michael Jordan of social media accounts.
It's like they got like one of those late night TV writers just to run a Twitter account, and it's amazing.
They might have.
Like, I mean, your tweet with the governor and the Overwatch thing, that's definitely mainstream.
Yes. And sometimes I think people see like big brands like Walking Dead and they assume like a 40-year-old's running it. So I get hit with that Steve Buscemi gif from 30 Rock where he's like, "How's it going, fellow kids?" Like that whole thing, like basically like that I'm probably an old person trying to relate to young people. I'm like, no, I'm one of you guys. That's why I'm posting this. So, but I appreciate you recognizing that.
Of course. So you said you were a fan of Walking Dead before you got the job, right? Like you watch the show every week.
For sure, huge fan. Love Walking Dead. Yeah.
Did you hear about the comics? Like you said, you didn't know what Skybound was, so you must not have been a comic book fan when it came out.
Yeah, I mean, I respect comic books, but I had not really been reading the comic books. I was, like most fans, just into the show. I mean, I realized that they came from comic books, but I didn't know too much about what Skybound did. So I, researched it. When I got the job, I got the compendiums. They like hooked me up with like literally a size this big of comics. I binged it all in like 2 weeks.
Damn.
And I was all caught up, and it was great. I recommend anyone read the comics if you haven't already. Even if you don't think you're a comic book fan, do it. It's super great.
It's ridiculous. Definitely one thing I would say about the comics from the show is people don't realize how actually gory and rated R those comic books are. Like some of the death scenes are ridiculous. Like one of the most notable ones I think is the governor comic book character from the TV show character.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Yes. That one's crazy, especially when Michonne like really messes him up. Mm-hmm. And then spoiler alert, there's in the comics when Lori dies, in the show she dies during childbirth. In the comics she had just had the baby Judith. I don't even know if they named it Judith, I can't remember. But then they get like shotgun from behind, like her and the baby, and it is crazy, and it's a full page, and you're like, what am I reading?
Right.
Yeah, so there's no Judith in the comic books. Yeah.
Does any of that go into, when you're thinking about, like, posting stuff for, like, social media? Because I know that's kind of, like, got to be hard because I know you have to promote the show, but you also have to keep the show relevant. I don't know.
Right.
And I wouldn't have thought before that doing that job was so hard, but I tried doing it for someone who's a realtor, being, like, their social media manager.
Oh, my gosh.
And if it's not something you're really passionate about, it is so hard to make up a post about anything.
And to care. Yeah, exactly. I post about every hour and a half or 2 hours on The Walking Dead Twitter, and then like once a day on Instagram and Facebook. But yeah, it's hard to know what to post. I mean, I've definitely made some mistakes. At one time, this is a fun story. I was getting on an airplane. This was before season 7. This was after the season. It was in hiatus in the summertime. I was getting on a plane, and I was like, I need something to tweet. It was National Tiger Day. So I was like, in the comics, Ezekiel has a tiger. Perfect.
Oh,
so I was
shoot, no.
So I posted a picture of Ezekiel from the comics with Shiva, and I was like, wait a minute, show people aren't going to know what this is. And I was like, oh, hey, happy National Tiger Day, guys. Here's Ezekiel and Shiva. If you guys don't know who that is, you'll probably see them next season. Turned off, put my phone on airplane mode, got on a plane for 3 hours, landed, turned my phone on. I had like 100 missed calls and texts from my boss.
Oh,
very upset. And I was like, it's fine. I'm sure no one saw it. You deleted it. And it was on E! News. It was on Entertainment Weekly. It was, all the headlines were, Walking Dead confirms Ezekiel for season 7.
Oh, my God.
And I almost got fired. It was the biggest mistake I've ever made.
Oh, shoot.
But you know what? I was right. He did come to season 7. So you're welcome for the info. But since then, yeah, no blunders. I've been pretty good.
I think you were kind of new, too. I don't think you were like...
I was new. I was like, people won't know what this is. And, like, the comics, the show follows the comics to a certain point. They hit mostly all the main stories. So I'm like, yeah, I mean, there's no way Ezekiel won't be in the show. So, anyway.
Right. They just get so upset about everything. Oh, Colleen, too, says that her name was Judith in the comics as well.
Oh, great. Awesome.
They nicknamed her Judy.
Yeah, she was barely in it. But,
yeah, I don't think they wanted to kill a child in the show. That's like... I mean, I guess they wanted to kill Sophia, but I don't know why they kept the baby.
I know. Sophia's still alive in the comics.
Yeah.
She's doing great.
It's wild. The characters from the show, like, in the comic books, are so different. And that's why I don't understand when people are like, oh, they're not following the comic books. I'm like, really? Nothing has been exactly like the comic books, except maybe characters and character names in certain situations, yeah. But, I mean, there's not a lot that's, like, super... the same, but I like that's what you do. You do a segment like, this is how it related from the show to the comic book, right?
Oh yeah, those are so popular. Yeah, I love doing those. I'm about to start them for season 9. Obviously I can't give any spoilers, but I'm about to start them, so we'll see. And so some weeks there was nothing from the comics, so but the show, they're not trying to follow the comics. Like they follow the main storylines, but it's their show and they do what they want, kind of like Game of Thrones. They follow the books, but not completely. So, yeah. What do
you think of the season so far? Like, personally, not like Johnny the Skybound guy, but like Johnny Odell.
Yeah. I really liked. Look, I've liked all the seasons. Yeah, I think what fans have had a problem with in the last few seasons is the fact that most seasons take place over a long period of time, and from season 6 through the end of season 8, it's been about 2 months. Whereas, like, usually that amount of time would be years. And that's why everyone gets mad about Maggie, like, not showing her baby bump and, people's characters not being developed fully. So, but I've really enjoyed it. All War is my favorite comic story arc, and it was a real thrill to see it, like, actually play out in the show. Mm-hmm. I know some fans weren't crazy about it, but I enjoyed it. I don't know. I still really enjoy the show. People ask me that all the time. Like, do you actually like the show? I'm like, yes, I love the show. And I get, like, defensive when people are mean on Twitter about it. So,
it's so hard, like, the amount of hate. It's, like, it's really weird how much hate you get for just liking a show. And I'm like, okay, but it's good.
Not just that. I get hate all the time. People are always sending me, I get a lot of positivity, too. But a lot of people will send me some certain messages. But, that's the thing about being a social media manager. You just have to take that. You can't take any of it personally. You just roll with it. I just close my computer at the end of the day, and it's fine. So, what are you going to do?
Do you personally have a favorite season?
That's a good question. Okay. Season 1 was really short. It was only 6 episodes, but I love it. Season 3 was really great because I love the prison arc. And then I thought season 5 had a lot of fun things. I mean, season 5 starts with the, Terminus, and then we had the whole hospital storyline, and then Tyrese, and then they get to Alexandria. Like, all these huge storylines all in one season, and they're traveling. I think the show's at its best when they're traveling.
Right? And a lot of people are like, there's so much walking, but I really love when they take the time to explore new places.
Yes.
I don't know. It's just so fun, especially I feel like they've done a lot of that in Fear the Walking Dead, just, like, trying to find food and stuff. We got to see so many different locations, so many different walkers and different things like that, and I thought it was really fun.
Yes, and this isn't a spoiler for Season 9 because Scott Gimple has said this, but Season 9 will have more, we're not just chilling at the communities. There's a lot of traveling in Season 9. There's a lot of new locations. So it's something definitely to look forward to.
Ooh.
Yes. So I don't know. I personally, I feel like it feels like the old Walking Dead, as some people say. So,
yeah. And it's an apocalypse. I don't think anything would have too much, like, stability in one place.
I mean, sometimes I debate, like, walking a few blocks to, like, get a subway. Like, if you're in the apocalypse, like, if you find a good place, you're staying. Like, you maybe go out and get some supplies, but you're not like, let's keep traveling around. So I get it. But,
yeah. Unless you're a vulture. And then you're just like, let's keep it on the road.
Yeah, exactly. And then let's tailgate and, like, harass these people for no reason. Yeah.
Joriel wants to know, what's it like working with Robert Kirkman? Obviously, you had to, like, meet him. I picture he's at the office sometimes.
Yeah, I saw him today, actually. He has an office there. He's not there all the time. He has a place where he writes all the comics. So he does The Walking Dead that comes out once a month. He does Outcast. It's a demon comic that turned into 2 seasons of a Cinemax show. Second season's coming out next month, actually. He just finished up Invincible, which is getting turned into a movie that Seth Rogen's going to direct.
I'm so excited.
Yes, and it's going to be an animated series that's going to be on Amazon in like 2 years, but it's going to be fun. And then he has a Oblivion song. Like, this man writes all the time, and a lot of the writing happens at these people's private homes. Like, when people come to Skybound, they expect to see people drawing The Walking Dead. No, the artist of The Walking Dead, Charlie, he lives in London, and he has, like, this amazing home in the forest where all the walls are, like, glass, and he just has this giant studio, and he just draws The Walking Dead. I'm like, and that's the life. He's, like, the highest paid comic book artist of all time or something, and I know. I was like, I want that job.
Yeah. It's like, damn, I'm not talented. What the heck?
Exactly.
Yeah, a lot of those like drawings for a lot of Skybound comics, like Oblivion Song, because I've started reading that one. And I'm obsessed with it. It's so good. The like attention to detail, especially because Walking Dead is a black and white comic, and Oblivion Song is a color comic, so it's nice to see the difference in comic books. I'm sorry, I just heard like a weird ding, and I was like, what the heck is that?
It's totally fine.
I don't know. You watch Walking Dead, you get like really paranoid about everything that's going on around you. It's like Walker.
Oh my gosh, I know.
Oh my gosh. Favorite TWD villain?
Ooh, that's a good one. Definitely Negan. I'm sorry. People give Negan a lot of crap, but I love Negan. He's great. He's a special. Oh, Jeffrey Dean Morgan does a great job. Don't get me wrong. Mm-hmm. The comic version is so great. He like curses out of his mind, and it's like to a funny level where like he was actually supposed to get killed off within like the first 3 or 4 issues that he was introduced. And then Robert was like, I love writing him so much, I can't kill him. And he's technically still alive in the comic. Like, it's crazy. So, and that's 81 issues later. He's still alive.
Damn. So, that's one thing I love about Robert. He tries his hardest to make all the villains have some type of heart and, like, make them be human and, like, try to get you a little bit to feel sorry for them.
Yeah.
Well, I mean,
Go ahead.
Sorry, what? I mean, except the governor. I was going to say the governor really had no heart in the comic books, but in the show he had a little bit more. He showed like a better side before.
Yeah, and in the show they gave him like this fake daughter. I mean, he had a real daughter that was a walker, which is really messed up, and you're like, I don't know about this guy. Yeah. And then that was a great reveal. And then that other girl, what's her name?
Penny?
I should know this.
Penny? Not Penny.
Penny? No, that's her. I think that's his real daughter's name. The other girl that he was like kind of caring for, where you're like, oh my god, maybe he has like a heart, and then she ends up dying, and then he becomes horrible again. So. Oh,
Tara's sister in the show or in the comic?
Tara's sister's daughter, I think.
Oh, Tara's sister's daughter. Yeah. Oh, yeah. She was low-key annoying though. She kept getting into trouble, and I was just like, oh, screw off, little girl.
She's like playing in the sand, and then like a walker is like walking like -3 miles an hour towards her, and she ends up dying. I don't know. It's crazy. Whatever.
I don't know. That's how I kind of feel about Charlie.
Yes.
Megan.
Hockey.
Okay.
Thank you, guys. I need Walking Dead wiki up so I can seem like I remember all this.
I'm gonna be honest. There's too many shows and too many characters for me to remember little Megan's name. Except if he's like so annoying, you stick out to me, like Sam. Then I just.
There's a trick I've learned recently that a friend taught me, where if you put on closed captioning, which I know is super annoying to everyone, but if you put on subtitles, like for me, it helps me pay attention to names and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I do it for Handmaid's Tale, I do it for Game of Thrones. It's a lifesaver, because I don't remember anyone's name. I remember the main characters, but all, Dodrick, Dondarrion or something, you're just like, I don't know. Subtitles, guys. It'll change your life, I'm telling you.
Yeah, I feel that. I feel like I'm going to start Game of Thrones soon, but then I'm kind of scared that I'm just going to be sucked into it because I really love, like, medieval, warrior type stuff, kind of like The Walking Dead, this apocalypse type thing. So, I don't know. I'm too nervous about that because I can't.
Oh.
I've had so much, like, in Walking Dead, I'm just like, nope, that's it for me.
Yeah, no, I got it. You got, like, a lot of do you have 2 Lucille's behind you?
No, I have one Lucille. The other thing is a guitar signed by Robert Kirkman.
Oh, it's a guitar, sorry.
Yeah, it's a Walking Dead guitar signed by Robert.
Holy crap, that's amazing.
That's like, I don't know. I don't play it at all. I should play it, but I low-key don't want to play it. I mean, you could get Robert's signature anytime, though. But to me, it's special. I
could. I have plenty of signed Robert stuff, so.
Oh my gosh. I just have so much signed Robert stuff,
Sorry, I'm sorry.
I'm just kidding.
I bother him with it. I'm like, can you sign it? Okay.
Is he cool to work with?
Yeah, he's really nice. I mean, he's nice to everyone. He's not like a bad boss or anything. He's not really the boss. Our main boss is David Alpert. He's also one of the executive producers of The Walking Dead, but he runs Skybound. Robert technically is like the CEO of Skybound, but DA sees all the operational stuff. Okay. But yeah, no, Robert's awesome to work with. He's very nice and he's really funny. A lot of people take him too seriously, but he's hilarious.
No, yeah, he is. I saw him at the Igor Awards. I went live as like at Halloween Horror Nights. I don't know. I was sitting right here, and then right in front of me was literally Robert Kirkman, Greg Nicotero, and Chris Hardwick. And I don't even know if I blinked that night. I was just staring at their backs. I was like, oh my god, they're right there.
Yeah, no, I get that.
I don't know, it's crazy. What do you think about Fear the Walking Dead?
I love Fear the Walking Dead. At first, I thought it was a little slow, and I understand people were wanting it to pick up because they're like, we know what happens with the zombie apocalypse. I think I've liked season 4 a lot so far. I think it needed a new direction. It needed new showrunners. It needed some new characters. I think Morgan's actually been a good addition.
Yeah.
I had this whole article written up. I had like 6 articles written up when they were about to reveal who's going to be on the show. And they're all written up, and they're all detailed, and it was, Abraham, and it was, like, I even had, like, Tara, and I had, like, all these other people that it could possibly be, and then on Talking Dead, they're like, it's Morgan. I was like, what? So I had to, like, quit. I was like, oh, my God. So I had to delete all those articles, and I had to, like, write a whole thing. I was like, I guess Morgan's on the show, but I think it's worked. What do you think of season 4 so far?
I absolutely love it. No, okay. I've been a really big fan of Fear the Walking Dead since it started. I feel like I've been like one of the outcasts because even season 1, I loved it. I just wish they kind of showed a little bit more of like the pre-apocalypse.
Oh, yeah. They kind of just jumped right into it. They're like, oh, that's weird. There was like a weird accident on the highway, and then they're like, oh, it's zombie apocalypse.
Yeah, I feel like it happened way too soon. But other than that, I really love the characters and I grew with them. I'm going to be honest, I was glad when Chris and Travis died. Because they were so annoying.
I was when Chris died, but yeah, Travis too. I thought Travis was actually redeeming himself. They always do that. They like make the character likable and they kill him. Mm-hmm. But yeah,
like
it was fine.
It was really shocking when it happened, just out of the freaking helicopter. But then I was like, low key, like I hope he doesn't come back. Like nothing to the actor. I love the act. I love the guy who plays him. He's really good. But
Cliff Curtis, he's great.
Cliff Curtis, that's right. But no, I can't deal with them. But other than that, like Madison was my favorite character. From there. Yeah.
I knew about Madison because I get like a backlog where I can watch the dailies. So dailies, for anyone who doesn't know, is basically like when they're like, all right, action, cut, and it's like it'll be like 40 or 50 different clips from that day that they shot. So when they shoot it that day, I get to see it. Like today, I was watching scenes from season 9, episode 6. And then they'll put it into all one episode. I'll look at a director's cut, then a producer's cut. But anyway, I knew about Madison since January, and I just knew you were going to be devastated. And I couldn't tell you, obviously, and I wish I could like warn you, but you just had to find out with the rest of the world.
Yeah, I know. Well, I mean, I didn't want to know. I'd rather be shocked. I just wish it wasn't true. I was like, wait, it's not true till The Talking Dead confirms it, and then The Talking Dead confirmed it, and I was like, whatever. I was like low key upset, but heard about it because I was gonna stream that night after it was on. Yeah. But then when she died, I was like, I can't do anything. I was literally like, wait, I'm so heartbroken. Wait, this is my
sorry.
Madison.
I can promise that I've finished the second half of season 4, and it's really great. Oh, what is that? I missed that. Is that Kim Dickens?
No, yeah, it is.
Oh, Madison doll? That's amazing. That is so good. I
can't. Hold on. Madison, stay. No, don't die again.
Oh my god. Yeah, keep her away from stadiums.
Yeah. But I really liked season 2 as well. I really loved them on the boat, and I feel like that's when we saw a lot of change in heart of the characters, especially Alicia. Alicia has one of the biggest character arcs I've seen on the show. She has come, she was just left in the dark. Her boyfriend died. She didn't know what the hell was going on. Like, they had to leave him, everything, and she's just a normal LA teenage girl. And to see what she's become, it's ridiculous. If you go back and watch season 1, episode 1, and then watch season 4, it's crazy.
She's crazy. Also, don't forget, Jesse McCartney was on Fear the Walking Dead. I hope everyone remembers that. That is canon. Jesse McCartney. I know he had a character name. I don't care what it was. It was Jesse McCartney. He survived the apocalypse. He was living on a boat. I agree. I think my only criticism was that they never really had a villain that they stuck with. That's why season 4, I was glad at least they had the vultures. Because, they would have, a pirate in season 2, and then he'd be dead. And then they had the plantation lady, and then she was dead 2 episodes later. Sylvia?
Yeah, the girl at the house where Strand's boyfriend was. That whole family.
Plantation. Yeah. She was the cleaning lady, and they took over. Or no, she's the mate. The house something. Anyway, she was awesome, and then she dies. But no, I think Fear's gotten increasingly better by the season. You guys should all watch it. I think it's on Hulu, right?
Yeah, it's on Hulu. And also, I don't think if you've never seen The Walking Dead, you don't have to worry about it because Fear the Walking Dead stands on its own. So if you just wanted to jump right into Fear since it's last seasons, it's so easy. I don't know.
Did you see that article about how Abraham and Eugene were in the tapes?
I saw that. I like that. I like the little calls to The Walking Dead fandom for other people who get it. I saw it right away and I was like, wait, Abe?
I tweeted that out and then Michael Cudlitz retweeted my tweet and was like, what? He had no idea. He's like, wait a minute, did I?
That's so funny. He's like, wait, I'm in Fear the Walking Dead. Let me check my emails.
Yeah, let me check my PayPal. Did I have... check my bank account. Anyway, but yeah, that's... that'd be great if they did a backstory episode. They don't in the second half of season 4, but maybe here's hoping to season 5.
Yeah, I mean, it could be just even a little thing at the end of an episode of them just talking about their journey, because I think it's pretty much confirmed that it was when it was just Abe and Eugene, when they first found each other, not before Rosita got there. It's way before any of that. It's that's where I would put it.
Yeah, I had to go back and look at their backstory. I guess Abraham had to save Eugene, I think, at some point, and his family got lost in a grocery store. It's oh my god.
Yeah, that was a little flashback, I think, just recently, when Eugene is talking about how he met Abraham.
Right, yeah.
Can I say something I'm really kind of upset about? I feel like everyone has gone a flashback except Stephen Yeun and Glenn. I'm why does everyone get a flashback? Can Maggie just think of Glenn or something? Or can we have a ghost Glenn? We've had everyone. Abe's been back several times. Sasha's been back, I believe. Yeah, I need Glenn back once.
I know. That'd be great. I'm not gonna say anything. No comment.
Okay. Oh God. I don't want to get you in trouble. I'm just saying.
It's fine. It's fine. I know. I'm just
AMC,
no,
can we? I'm just kidding. What I would like to see, to be honest, is little mini series for the little characters on The Walking Dead. I was thinking the vultures. I really love them, even though they destroyed my favorite character. I would really love to see a vulture's backstory, a mini series on just how they got to the way they were, because it's just so interesting. They watched their parents die. They just they're moving all the time, and
also. I want to know. I want at least a 4-story arc of how Mel kept his hair like that. I could barely keep my hair looking like this for more than an hour. His hair was impeccable, and he looked like he was at Coachella or something. But
I assume Mel is from LA. It's not confirmed, but I'm pretty sure he started out in California as well.
There's a 110% chance that's true.
The hipster outfits. It's just you guys came from LA. That's for sure.
Yeah.
And the way just, like, taking stuff, you know, moving on, but they want to be nice a little bit, you know?
Exactly, yeah. He's, like, at, like, you know, like a Beck concert or something. It was like, sup. And then they're like, oh, there's zombies everywhere. He's like, dope. Like, you know, he just rolled with it.
Right,
Cool
get the
guy.
hair gel.
Yeah, get the hair gel.
Yeah.
I'm gonna need it. Yeah.
Milo wants to know if a zombie apocalypse actually happens. Have you thought on how you would try to survive?
Yeah, probably the same thing I try to do on Fortnite, just hide. I'm no hero. All the heroes die first, by the way, except for Rick. No, I don't know. I would probably try to get as much supplies as possible, and then like travel to like a not as populated area, hole up in some kind of house, and hopefully find a weapon or something. You know, I do have this, Lucille. It's not real, but I feel like if I were to like hit someone really hard with it, it would probably do some damage. So
it works. Mine's still in the box for safekeeping, so maybe I can give him like a box cut.
Good call. You
know? Yeah, I like surprised. I think about it a lot, to be honest. I'm like, okay, so if this happens, we're going here. This family needs to go to like the weapon store. They need to go like grocery shopping.
Yes.
Like we got to spread out. We're gonna meet somewhere. I think about it way too much.
Absolutely, yes. It would be terrifying. I don't know how long I would actually make it, even though I have the job I have. I mean, Robert said that he'd probably make it like 2 days. Like, he's like, there's no way. So
I feel like the people who fantasize about it the most are just gonna be dead in a second because like nothing's
they overthink it.
Yeah. Oh my god. Okay, well, Blue took my question. I was gonna ask later, but are you a Avengers fan?
Yes, love the Avengers.
Okay, so if you could choose one Avenger to bring into the zombie apocalypse with you, who would it be?
Love it. Okay. All right. Who would be probably the best? I feel like you can't say like someone like Vision. He's like the human cheat code. He just has like every power. I think. Man, that's really hard. Okay. Ant-Man would be great just because I love Paul Rudd. But he's not Paul Rudd. He's he's Ant-Man. Maybe Iron Man, because then he could at least like we could fly places and
you got the
suit.
How would a zombie?
You got the suit. How are you gonna? You can't get bit when you're in the suit. Yeah, Iron Man. He'll make me a suit too, right?
I mean, he did it for Spider-Man. He can do a Johnny suit.
Exactly.
It'll have a little waffle on it. It's like waffles. You shoot syrup out of your hand.
Yes.
That's your superpower.
By the way, speaking of waffles and zombies, that Twitch emote.
By Dogma, yeah.
It is getting submitted to Twitch as we speak.
Oh, no
way. It is getting processed. That's happening.
That's so cool. I'm so glad. Yeah, Dogma is an amazing artist. She actually, I have to send you the picture. She drew me, like, as, like, on the character of a Walking Dead comic book, and she made it look like a Walking Dead comic book, and, like, but she drew me in it. And
you have to show me that. I need to see that.
Yeah, it's the sickest thing I've ever seen, like, for me.
Holy crap.
But yeah, that zombie waffle emote, I was like, that's perfect. Because, she's in the chat. She's, like, smiling.
Oh, good. Yes. What's up, Dagma? Dagma or Dog?
I say Dagma, I think.
Dagma.
I'm not sure.
Okay.
Or Danny. However you want to say it.
Danny works. Yeah, I like that. Danny,
Yeah.
thank you so much again. Oh, my God. Everyone, follow Danny. Do all the things you got to do.
I don't think you have a tier 2 emote yet, or a tier 3 emote.
Oh, it's about to be a tier 2.
Okay.
Like I said, currently processing. Very excited.
Like, in the 3 weeks that Twitch gets back to you, we'll get it.
Oh my gosh, I know. The process takes forever, but I'm excited.
Oh yeah, I'm like hella subscribing, just saying, because I want that emote.
Oh yes. Yes!
I love it.
Good.
Let's see if we got any more questions. Like, guys, in the chat, if you guys have any questions, let me know so we can ask them. What were your thoughts on Madison dying?
I was shocked, honestly. I didn't see it. I saw it, in the dailies. I saw like her in the stadium, and they're shooting these slow motion shots with like a flare, and she like throws it, and they keep having her like throw it like a million times, and I'm like, what is she doing? And I kept like scrolling to see if I found a body. Never found a body. I know they confirmed it on Talking Dead. I'm pretty sure she's dead, but yeah, I don't know. I was pretty sad about it, especially when I read her interview afterwards, where she was saying how she liked how the show is about a family sticking together. And then when Frank Delane wanted off the show, he was off. And then I think they just wanted a new direction, the showrunners. So I'm sad, but I've watched the second half of season 4. You definitely feel a void without her, but it's still a good show on its own. So
Okay.
I have confidence it'll be fine.
Yeah, same. And it's an unpopular opinion, but I love Morgan.
Mm-hmm.
I really love Morgan's character, and I think he's just grown so much on Fear the Walking Dead. I love his character, and I know there's a big beef about, what's it called? You know, why he is the top build, but I think it's not really going to matter, because I don't feel like anyone is ever the center, even though I know Rick Grimes is the center on The Walking Dead. It feels like everyone's the center. So I feel it's just a name on a piece of paper, but I think it's the whole cast all overall. But yeah, I really love Morgan on the show, because I love him and John Dory, and just the atmosphere that he brings, because everyone else is like kill, kill, shoot, shoot. And then like here we have like Morgan and John Dory, who kind of have a moral to what they're doing.
Yes, John is so great, and I'm so glad. I knew, like, watching the episodes before it came out, I knew people would fall in love with John, and I was right. They've exceeded my expectations. You especially, you love John Dory.
Yeah, like I don't want him to die.
Now I want to watch all of Garrett Dillahunt's previous work. I didn't really watch. What else was he on? Raising Hope.
Yeah.
And
I was gonna say, have you seen
things.
Raising Hope? Have you seen Raising Hope?
I haven't seen Raising Hope.
Oh no! Oh my gosh, it is so good. It's such an underrated TV show. It's a comedy. Yeah, I recommend it. It is really good, and he's also a wonderful dramatic actor as well.
Yeah. No. I love it. So.
Yeah, him and Kim Dickens' movie, I forget what it's called. The show they were on together is actually being made into a movie.
Oh, okay. That's awesome.
I forget what it's called.
Oh,
Deadwood. That's it.
Yes.
And he's
actually worked with all of them. He's worked with, like, who else did he work with? I think he had worked with, it was like Walking Dead actors, though. Like, he had worked with Lauren Cohan on the Mindy Project.
Oh, okay.
And he worked with Kari Payton on something as well.
It's crazy how that just, I don't know, how they all like just meet up at some point working, and he's done so much that it's like, wait a second, he's actually really big, and he's so sweet. Him and Jenna Elfman on Twitter and Instagram, they're so nice to their fans, and like they'll respond to you, and I'm like, wait, what the heck?
I think they're just so excited to be in such like a giant fan base, you know. So I think it's great.
Yeah, I think especially with shows they've done before, there wasn't really like a Twitter, Instagram. There wasn't like a big fan base like now. I think that was something that Brandon Davis was talking about as well. On Twitter, it was like, could you imagine like in Lost when they were saying these major characters were dying, if they did big reports on it? No one did that. No one cared.
Exactly.
Like they just died off. And to be honest, I low-key miss that.
Yes.
Because I love The Walking Dead. I feel like too much is being ruined by saying, oh, Lauren Cohan is leaving at this episode. Andy is planning to leave. He's only signed contract for this. I'm like, guys, can we just watch it and be surprised? Because I don't want to know anymore. Because my heart. I heard there's a leaked script.
Yes, I'm freezing all motor functions right now. I'm not,
Sorry, I'm just rambling. I have too much to say, and I'm like.
No, I'm just saying I can't. Yeah.
No, I'm just saying that I wish they didn't, and I'm pretty sure you feel the same way.
I hate the spoiling Dead. I'm not a huge fan of. For me, it's a little helpful sometimes because I know then what's out there. But the people who like spoiling themselves, like I wasn't one of those kids who like open Christmas presents early. I really was like very like we have to open Christmas morning. So the people who try to get things early, I'm not into it. But, I mean, I get it. But, I don't know. And also, I'd like to say, not all the rumors out there are true. And that's all I'm going to say about that.
Okay.
So, like some of the giant rumors that everyone thinks they know about Season 9, some of them aren't true. So, and I can confirm that.
Well, yeah, because every time a Marvel movie comes out, it's like, oh, Robert Downey Jr. is leaving. He's decided he doesn't want to continue. He's dying. Captain America's dying. You hear it before every movie, and they don't die. Like.
Exactly. I've heard a million different things, so I don't believe everything you hear, kids. There's gonna be all sorts of things, and also season 9 is gonna be amazing. I'm really digging it so far, and I'm not saying that because I work for The Walking Dead. I am digging it. Like this is better than probably the previous 3 seasons, and I've only watched a few episodes, but I'm like. The new showrunner, Angela Kane, is amazing, and she's really good at character development. She's been a writer on the show since the season 2 premiere.
Oh, wow.
And she's read some of the best episodes of the series. So, I'm excited. that she's taken over.
I'm excited too. We have
also female showrunner. Like, let's go.
Yes, that's amazing. Especially for The Walking Dead. I don't know. I love it.
Yes.
Just it's been so empowering. I've been watching the show since I was 12. And it's just like really made me who I am. It's just like I wanna be Rosita. I wanna be these cool kick-ass girls. I wanna be Maggie. You know, just someone who was a small girl taking care of her family. Now look at her. You know, she's like the boss of the hilltop. Even though she might be going a little mad, we don't know. But it's understandable.
We'll see. Yeah, she's just defending her community.
We have a couple actual questions from the chat real fast. Wait, Johnny, are you saying that everything on the internet isn't true? Excuse me?
Yeah, that's spoiler alert. Internet is not always true. It's crazy.
Damn. No. Okay, here's one. This one's for my mom. She just really wants to know.
Okay, great.
So if a girl was pregnant before the apocalypse and got bit and turned into a zombie, do you think like the baby would survive and become a walker, or would just die?
Oh, wow. It seemed like, let's see. So the general consensus is that everyone's somehow infected by this, right? Mm-hmm. And so I don't know how that happened. Robert said there is a reason for it. I'm guessing it had to have been some airborne, disease or something. I'm not really sure. I don't know. I'm not confirming anything. If someone got pregnant before the apocalypse and then turned, but had the baby before she turned, is that what you're saying?
No, like had it after she turned or something. If that would have
worked. Oh man, a walker.
Like would it eat out? Like would it eat its way out?
Oh, I see. Jesus. I don't know. That's a great question. I'm gonna go with no, but maybe. I mean, like Alien.
Yeah.
That'd be horrifying.
The Men in Black.
But also, infants don't have teeth, so I don't think they could eat their way out. Man, wow. Well, great question.
We're getting into theory questions
from Mama Chelsea. Yeah.
I think it was Jessica wants to know what's your favorite differences from the show to the comic, or the comic to the show.
From the comic to the show, I love that they kept Carol alive. In the comic, they just basically share a name. They're not the same character at all. I mean, they both lost a daughter, but other than that, no. It's Sophia's still her daughter, and she lives. Okay. So she goes crazy in the prison in the comics, and
because of the whole Tyrese thing. Yeah.
But Carol's been so strong, and she's one of my favorite characters, to be honest. I love that she can also mix like being the sort of innocent homemaker, and then the next second she's like stabbing you in the throat or shooting you with one of like her like sleeve cannons, which is crazy. She's definitely like one of the most badass people on the show. And let's see, Carl still alive in the comics. He's great in the comics. I'm sad that he's gone from the show. I love Terminus. That's not in the comics at all. That's a show unique location. I love the whole getting to Terminus thing, the map, wondering if it's safe or not, the Glenn get to Terminus, like all of that is unique to the show, but I thought that was really fun. And then the wolves were really cool too.
Yeah. I know, I like that too. One of my favorite things to comment on when people ask that is the relationships in the comics are so weird. Like if you guys don't know, Carol and Tyrese are together. In the comics.
Together, yes.
And then Carol wants to be in a relationship with Lori and Rick. Yes. I was cringing when I read that part. I was like, Carol, honey, no, what are you doing?
Yes. And Andrea.
Andrea and Dale
together forever. Yeah. And she's a badass. And a lot of people think they ruined her in the show. I like Lori Holden a lot. I think I don't know. I think she did a great job. But yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. That's like one of the things when people are like, oh, what do you like, the comics or the show better? And it's just so different. It's hard to say. They're two different things because no matter what, even if it's a book adaptation of like for a movie, the way an actor is going to take a character is going to be so different than what it is written. So I think that's one thing with like Carol, the way Melissa McBride has played her is just completely different.
Incredible. I was lucky enough to ask her a question at a panel at New York Comic Con last year, and I was just like starstruck. She's so sweet, so nice to literally everyone. She's great. I love Melissa McBride. So great.
Have you met any of the cast?
Sort of, yeah. I don't think they would know who I am.
Yeah.
Probably not, but they come to a lot of our Skybound parties, especially at like San Diego and New York Comic Con, and then some of them will they're not really in the office that much. I've seen some of them, not many. I like Tom Payne and Ross Marquand. I'd like to think they would remember me because I've worked with them a few times, but I don't know. Michael Traynor, who played Nicholas, he's really dope. He comes to our office a lot. But yeah, Ross Marquand, all those guys, so nice.
I love Ross. He is actually, since Glenn died, he's like one of my favorite characters now. I love Aaron. Yes. He has just such a good heart, which I'm also scared for, because he has such a good heart, and he just wants to take care of everyone. I'm like, oh God, honey, don't die.
Anytime someone becomes the moral compass of the show, it's like just counting down the days. Basically.
I'm so terrified. I'm still terrified for him. I'm just like, please, Ross, please don't die.
Yes. Not to step on your toes, I saw Rummet ask me where I think LeBron's going. I know that's not a Walking Dead question.
I was going to bring it up anyways. Don't worry. I knew because he's like, Warriors. It's all right.
He's not going to the yeah, I know. He's going to the Lakers, I think. And if he doesn't, he's staying in Cleveland. I'm from Cleveland. I'm a diehard Cleveland sports fan. I won't bore you all with it. But I think he's going to the Lakers because I just don't want to be devastated. For me, if he went to another team, it's like Madison dying for you or Glenn dying or something like that. Like, I'm also affected by that, but you're just like, man. But anyway, all right, so that answers that question.
No,
go back to Walking
Dead. It's okay. So you're a big sports fan, I guess?
Yeah, I wasn't really until college, and then I met a bunch of guy friends like Alex who were really into sports, and if I didn't really know, that was like their language, and if I didn't really know anything about sports, I couldn't really hang with them, so I kind of like got myself into sports, and now I love it. So there you go. If you meet new people, just change enough until they like you.
Oh my gosh.
Don't do that.
No, I feel, because I was never really into, like, video games. I even told, Benny from, like, FBE, he was telling me about Twitch, I think, like, way back in, like, 2013. And I was like, oh, that sounds stupid. Why would you watch someone play games? But you know what? Here I am. I'm like, I love Twitch now. And I'm like, I was so stupid for thinking that. So I understand. You can obviously change and like different stuff. So that's cool, though.
Yeah, I was at my buddy's wedding in Pittsburgh 2 or 3 weeks ago, and I was explaining to my friends who live in the Midwest still, and they don't understand it at all.
Yeah.
But they're like, hey, good for you and Alex. Like, awesome.
It's still really hard to explain, and people are like, you're playing games? But I'm like...
People watch that? Yeah. It's like, yeah, and we talk, too. And we, like, have good conversations, and sometimes people are going through stuff, and, you know, helps you out, so there you go.
Yeah, for sure. It's really fun. Chelsea is asking a thing. I know you can't talk on this, so Chelsea, I just want to let you know, the whole thing about Rick leaving the show and Daryl taking over, I don't think Johnny can really talk on that, and none of us really know what's going on to that point.
I know what's going on. I can't talk about it.
No, it's fine.
And you guys will just see. Just wait. And there's going to be a Season 9 trailer that drops at San Diego Comic-Con.
3 weeks.
In 3 weeks, I will be there. Are you going to be there?
I am going to be there.
Nice.
I'm dressing up as Rosita, actually.
Very exciting. Very exciting. So I think the trailer will hint at some fun stuff for you guys. So, but like I said, don't believe every rumor you've heard.
Yeah. I'm
telling you.
One thing I do have a question on, I think you can kind of answer to this. Like, so, about Carl dying, I'm not sure if you can say this or not, but if Andy would have come up, like, way sooner, I'm not sure when he said he was leaving, but do you think there would have been a chance that they would have kept Carl if they're, you know, I'm not sure when Andrew Lincoln said that he was leaving. I'm not sure if it was after Carl, or we don't know anything about that, but I'm just, like, thinking, do you think, hypothetically, if he said beforehand that they would have kept Carl?
Let's see. Andrew Lincoln hasn't publicly said he's leaving. So, in this hypothetical reality where he is leaving, I think Carl being gone, I don't know.
Yeah.
For sure. If I were to guess, he probably saw the natural end. He did have an interview a few months ago where he said that now that Carl's gone and Lori's gone, even though he's with Michonne, mostly his family, who he's been trying to protect since season 1, they're now gone. So his purpose has to be changed. And I think he could see, for his character, an out, I guess, if you did want to leave. So, I don't know. If Carl was still around, in this hypothetical reality, maybe he would stay, but I don't know. I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know what's in Andrew Lincoln's mind. His family's in England. I know he really loves his family. I don't know if that has to do with anything, but, you know, I don't know.
Yeah, that's the thing is, like, everyone's like this. I'm like, whatever's going on, it's whatever, because I think someone explained it the other day as another, like, Walking Dead fan I met, Beast Mode, but they were like, you know, we're not Andrew Lincoln fans, we're Walking Dead fans, and as much as I love Andrew Lincoln, and I do love the character Rick, I'm still going to watch the show, I'm still going to love the show, because no matter what, at the end of the day, I love the story, and even though Rick is a huge part of it, watching Fear the Walking Dead, I trust that they can make an amazing show without Rick Grimes.
Yeah.
Even though it's like, it's a sad reality, yeah, but I mean, it's still an amazing show, it's an amazing concept, and I'll still be there for it.
Like I said, don't believe everything you've heard.
Yeah.
That's all I'm going to say about that.
So I know there's been things that also about, like, Lauren Cohan leaving and stuff. Do you have, like, a dream way of, like, them leaving, though? Like, Johnny Odell's dream way. Like, do they get killed by a walker? Or you probably just can't even, like, give your own personal opinion, huh?
Man, it would be horrible if either of them left. I would want them to probably just go to another community as opposed to dying.
Yeah, same.
Maggie has a baby on the way, and it would be really sad. Anytime a mother loses, or I guess a kid loses their parent, is really sad. So I wouldn't want either of them to go, and I'd be really sad for Michonne if Rick were to die.
Yeah.
Michonne's been through so much. So I would just want them to go to another community and then maybe come back later. This is all hypothetical, but I think that would be...
No, I'm just saying, like, your fans' dream way. Like, my dream way is that they don't die. Neither of them die. They, like, go off like Morgan and then
they
just,
become
like...
president of the apocalypse.
Basically. Like, they go off and find the cure.
Exactly, yeah. I would want that. I would want, like, if Rick had to die, he would be, like, reaching for the vial of the cure, and he would be passing it off to someone just as he's getting, like, consumed by a horde of walkers. But the other person gets the cure and they solve the whole thing. That would be pretty dope. Where he, like, literally saves the world.
And Aaron lives. And Aaron lives in this, like, this dream.
Aaron, yeah.
Let me see. Oh my gosh. Sorry, I lost my track in my questions.
You're fine. You're doing a great job, by the way. I love this whole concept of the show.
Yeah, I just, like, I know it's kind of stealing off the Talking Dead, but in a way it's like a Walking Dead community, because, you know, we don't get to really be on the Talking Dead, we don't get to, you know, talk with them, so, I love to talk about the Walking Dead and everything going on, so, it's fun to have people who actually are into the Walking Dead, even though you're, like, you have to be into the Walking Dead.
Exactly.
It's so fun to hear, your side of things, you know.
Yeah,
being on it.
I appreciate you asking me about it. I don't really get to talk about it too much, except just with friends, so it's cool.
Yeah, and I'm tired of people asking you stuff about the TV show, and I'm like, guys, he just runs, like, the comic book. You must know about Telltale games as well, right? I'm a huge, like, you know, Walking Dead Telltale game fan. So, do you guys get to play those early or whatnot?
Yes, we actually have a lot to say. I don't have a lot to say, it's not my department, but at Skybound helps produce the game, along with Telltale, obviously, and they have to send us scripts, and we have to approve them, and then Robert is very involved in the process.
Okay.
I don't know if you knew that. He suggests stories, he edits stories, sometimes they suggest crazy things. I can't say what it was. There was something in this upcoming season that was going to happen, and it was heavily vetoed, and so that's not going to happen. And it's, you know, we have a lot of say in it. I've played, please don't hate me. I played I played season 1, a little bit of the Michonne miniseries, and a little bit of the other most recent season. But I need to play them more. I want to replay them on stream. I think that would be.
Oh my gosh, yes, you should do that. Just because, like, I'm like, support The Walking Dead, buy their stuff, Johnny.
yes.
No, it's okay. I've only played season 1 and 2 because I played it on the iPad when it first came out, season 1, and then I didn't have a gaming console at all, so I just got a gaming console. So of course, like, I'm playing it for myself because I've watched a little bit of, like, Markiplier playing it.
Yeah.
But I mean, that's about it. But obviously, like, just watching the stuff, I'm in love with Clementine because like I had to do her cosplay because she's such a badass. I love the girls in The Walking Dead.
Yeah, Clementine's all grown up, like in the new trailer.
I know. I haven't watched the trailer, actually, because like I said, I don't like spoilers, and I haven't played Season 3 yet. I've seen pictures and I've seen artwork released of her, like with her and AJ. But yeah, I just really don't want to watch the trailer because I just want everything to be new, fresh. I'm scared.
The trailer, it's a doozy. I mean, it doesn't seem like it's going to be, but then it is, and you're like, what?
Oh my god. I know. I'm excited for Overkill as well.
Overkill's gonna be great. I'm gonna play it soon, but I've seen people play it. It's very multiplayer heavy. I think it's very gamer heavy, but it's gonna be fun. I definitely am excited to play it on stream. So.
That's so fun. Yeah. Sorry, that's my dogs.
It's fine.
What's it called? I think Skybound has a new game releasing that I saw they were trying to do something on Kickstarter. It's one where you kind of pitch a script. And I was like, that looks so fun. I kind of really want to do it, and like I want to back it because I want to play it so bad.
Yeah, that was DA's idea. Again, DA's our CEO of Skybound, executive producer of The Walking Dead. He had an idea because people pitch him ideas all the time. Because Skybound, outside of The Walking Dead, we make a lot of other comic books. We have 2 different VR series that aren't Walking Dead related at all, which are super fun. We have a lot of new games coming out, and then we also have like card games. Super Fight, if you guys have heard of that, it's kind of like
I have that one.
Cards, kind of Cards Against Humanity-esque. We also have Red Flags, which is funny. But yeah, Pitchstorm, it was his idea, and he tasked one of my coworkers, Ben, to work on it. He's like our games guy, and I've played a million different versions of it. They've been tweaking it for the last like 2 years, but it's super fun. It's called Pitchstorm. They have a Kickstarter if you guys are interested. They have like a whole stretch goal thing, but it's super fun. Basically, you get to you have to pitch a movie or a TV show, but you're given these like terrible ideas, and you have 30 seconds to do it. Where it'll be like Justin Bieber on Mars, everyone's a dog, go. And it's like rom-com, and so you have to like turn it into this whole thing, and people give you notes. It's fun.
Oh my gosh. Okay, so like being in the like industry and acting and stuff, I love that idea. It is so fun, especially because I was doing like a script development class, and like that was one of your things. So I don't know, it just seems funny to me. I feel like that's something like industry people would really love.
Yeah, I think so. And we've debuted it at cons, and people really enjoyed it. So.
Oh, that's so fun. Well, do you have a favorite TV show like outside The Walking Dead?
I mean, just in general, The Office is like my favorite TV show, The American Office. I know it's not on anymore. I watch that at any time of the day. It's so great. Current shows, let's see, Game of Thrones is on hiatus. I love Game of Thrones, though. I've really gotten a Queer Eye. Alex actually got me into it. And it's like, have you watched it at all?
I haven't. I've heard about it, though.
It's so incredible. It's basically 5 gay guys who will find usually a straight guy. Sometimes it's a woman. They also did a trans man, and they just kind of make over their lives. And it's not just like haircuts and like their food choices, but it's like their whole lifestyle. One guy's trying to get back with his ex-wife. One guy is trying to get the nerve to ask someone out. One guy wants a promotion, etc., etc. They like remake their whole home, their whole look, and just give them a new outlook on life. And it's so positive and really funny. Anyway. Queer Eye on Netflix. You should all watch it. It's super bingeable.
Yeah, I need to do that.
You would love it.
Yeah, it seemed like it does. I just, I've been watching so many, I watched Unbreakable Kimmy Schmidt. I'm just finished Arrested Development.
Okay, yeah, I love Arrested Development.
And I just got an HBO subscription, so I'm gonna start Game of Thrones, so I'm scared.
Oh my God.
I want to start before it comes back on. And then I always, like, literally, I just rewatch The Walking Dead so much.
I get that.
I'm rewatching it again because I'm obsessed.
Have you started?
What, The Walking Dead over again?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm in season 2 now. One thing like I've noticed is sometimes your brain forgets stuff that happens so early. Like even Amy, I don't know, I was thinking that she was given a dolphin necklace, but it's a mermaid necklace.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
The little things you catch.
Just little things. I don't know. And also I just wanted to see Glenn again because that's my baby.
He's so great.
Stephen Yeun is amazing. He has a new movie coming out too. Like, sorry to like pop someone else's movie, but sorry to bother you. Yes. Stephen Yeun is in it. Go support it. It comes out in July. Like, that's the main thing with like this whole show too. It's to kind of just, you know, keep Walking Dead known. Keep it, you know, like the actors, the cast, whoever's doing, just like, you know, make sure people are following them and still supporting them, just so we can keep our Walking Dead family, and because it makes me happy. Like, there's like I'm always happy when I'm talking about The Walking Dead. And it's like I started the show.
You were the most like active fan. Yeah, that's why I love promoting fans like you on The Walking Dead because you know, other fans. I was like, more fans should see this tweet. So
I really like the community. Like, I've met some other Walking Dead fans. I'm actually really close to, like, some people I met who were in the Ultimate Fan Competition.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, so we just got talking because we were all in it, and we were trying to, you know, get through it together. And so we're actually, like, friends, and we're trying to, like, meet up at places, like, at Walker Stalker cons.
Yes.
I've never been in, like, a fandom community like this, and it's so weird. And I think a lot of that is because of you. Because you gotten so interactive with the fans, and the fans feel like we can get interactive with each other. That sounds weird. But, like, you know, talk to each other, like, support each other's artwork. And I think that's something cool that The Talking Dead does as well, is that they'll show, you know, artwork or cosplays after, or how you guys, like, show it on your guys' Twitter account, you know, when we do cosplays. Like, I think I made it to the AMC Walking Dead account for when we went to go see it in theaters. Because there's a lot of us, and we cosplayed, and we all got a group picture. And then AMC actually reached out to me, like, hey, can we, like, post this on Instagram? And I was like, are you kidding? Like, I think I got too excited. I should have just said yes, but I was like, oh, my God, thank you so much. Best day of my life. But, you know.
That's incredible. Yeah, and like I said, I'm like a one-man, like, army of the Walking Dead social media. So if you guys ever have any suggestions or anything you guys want to see more of, like, on the Walking Dead Twitter, I'm an open book. Y'all let me know. Like,
everyone's saying you should be a regular guest.
Oh, that's so nice.
We can talk about movies and stuff too, because that's what this like show is going to be moving into during the summer. We're gonna like talk
Ghostbusters, right?
Yeah, so we're starting a movie club. So if you guys don't know, so we're gonna watch a movie once a week, and then we're gonna get together and we're just gonna talk about it.
I love that.
Yeah, just because I don't know, that's the only thing I talk about is movies and television, obviously. So just trying to way I can have fun with it, like when The Walking Dead's not on.
Yeah.
Or else
there's like a lot of movies I realize I haven't seen. I haven't seen The Godfather, and I feel like I have to see that.
Yeah, it's on Netflix. You should totally watch it.
It's on Netflix.
Yeah.
I know. I almost watched it the other night, and then it said 3 hours, and I was like, ooh, like you gotta block out an afternoon for it. But I'm gonna watch it, guys.
Yeah. No, I feel the same way. I had to do that with Pulp Fiction a while back because I never saw I've never seen Pulp Fiction because obviously, you know, I was young when it came out.
Pulp Fiction is crazy.
Yeah, and I watched it, I think, when I was about 15.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, nice. I don't know. Yeah, so we can talk about, like, movies and stuff, and not just... I love talking about The Walking Dead, but sometimes when it's not on every week, we end up talking about the same conspiracy theories. Sorry, I cannot speak.
Oh, you have conspiracy theories?
About Walking Dead?
Go for it, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, like, what's some I can think of? Now I'm going to forget every conspiracy theory out there. There's just so many, like, these people will be coming back, this is going to happen. Obviously, I was like, Madison did not die. She, like, ran up under a wall or something. I have, like,
theories.
There's
no dumpsters in that
stadium. Like, Tobias is going to come back somewhere. Oh. There's been theories that, like, Maggie will be Alpha. And I'm like, wait, what?
Well, that would be insane.
Yeah. And that's how, like, that's one thing we've been talking about. And it's, like, got me so mind warped because they're like, yeah, Maggie's going to become Alpha, and that's how she's going to die, and, like, Negan's going to kill her. Or, like, we just, like, conspiracy, like, you know, how that whole thing's going to go down. How is Negan going to get out? Because, obviously, in the comic books, he gets out of jail. And so, stuff like that.
Yes. Yeah, he's definitely in jail in Season 9, which is crazy to see. But, yeah, they confirmed, I wrote an article about this, Angela Kane confirmed it, that there is going to be a time jump. So, time's going to be a big factor this season. I wrote that in my mailbag today, because someone's like, what's one word you can use to describe the season that's not whisper? Because I haven't, you know, I don't know. But definitely time. So, this is going to be an interesting season.
Okay. My dream, Walking Dead, if you're watching this, Glenn. But... like, I know, obviously, I'm not going to let you speak about this.
Though.
Yeah, you're not allowed to speak about this. I'm going to speak about this. Personally, I think the time jump is, like, obviously with Shane somewhere. We're not sure where it's at, if it's in the apocalypse, before the apocalypse. You don't say anything. Don't get fired. But, like... but personally, like, when people are saying time jump, I'm like, obviously, because that's one thing I hate, is that they release pictures of Shane on set, and I'm like, don't release these. Like,
maybe just hanging out. Maybe he's just hanging out. He's just hanging out. I didn't see it. Who knows? Maybe that was a Shane cosplayer. He's just really good.
Right? I mean, to be honest, when someone released something, I was like, that's just a picture of the Punisher. Like, that's him literally on the Punisher.
Yeah, they'd probably shoot that in Atlanta, right? They shoot in season 2. It's fine.
Yeah. So I don't know.
Accidentally, like, cross paths. It's okay.
Man, someone says you look like this streamer, Johnny X Waffles. I don't know if you've seen him before.
I don't associate with that guy, and I'm offended you said that. No, that's fine. Hey, what's up to everybody in the chat, by the way? I see you guys.
Yes, everyone's a big Johnny. I'm excited. I got excited when you were streaming because it's not just on Walking Dead. You're just like a fun personality.
Thank you so much. So nice of you.
You're so cool. What got you into
really
streaming?
Fun.
Oh my god.
What?
What got you into streaming? Like Alex?
Yeah, Alex. Honestly, I mean, well, because I would hear him do it all the time, and then sometimes I would pop in on his streams and say what's up, and everyone was always like, Johnny, what's up? You know, and I was like, oh my gosh, this community is really awesome and super fun. And everyone's been, I don't know, like it's just like a nice community to have. I don't really care. I mean, obviously it'd be great to have like even more people seeing me, but I don't really care that much about like followers. I'm just like, I'm cool with everyone who's watching me and just hanging out. Like, it's really great.
Yeah.
Like, I didn't tell anyone this. I actually just went through a breakup, and I didn't want to like make the stream all sad and everything, but doing the stream every night, it would just make everything like, it would make me feel a little bit better, you know?
No.
So, it's fine.
I didn't know.
No, it's fine. I don't want to make like a
okay.
positive vibes and everything.
I loved you guys. Sorry.
No, it's fine. I don't want to make everyone else like all bummed out or anything. So I was like, whatever. But there's a few times where I like canceled the stream because I just like on one of the days I canceled it because like I had to like give my stuff back to her and she had to give her stuff back to me, and I was just not in the mood to stream at all. But then the next day I streamed and everyone was super nice, even though they didn't know. Everyone was super like just excited to see me, and I was excited to see them. We had fun playing Jackbox, so yeah, it's a good community, you know, like it surprises you. So anyway.
Yeah, no, that's how I felt too, especially when I started it. I didn't know how I'd like it. Tom was just like, start, do it. And I was like, I don't know. So I tried doing it, and it just was so much fun. The first thing I tried, was Minecraft, the first thing I tried streaming, which was horrible. But then after that, why I started doing it is because I wanted to play the Walking Dead games. And I could never sit down to do it, and I was like, okay, well, maybe if I stream it, I'll be held to start streaming and just play through the Walking Dead games. So that's actually why I started doing it. And, yeah, it's just, like, people were so nice, like, so welcoming. They liked playing it. I like talking to people, like I said, just about anything. And we always talk about, like, Marvel or The Walking Dead and stuff.
Right.
Yeah, it's really fun. I'm so sorry about that, too. I didn't...
Oh, no, it's fine. I didn't mean to, like... This isn't, like, a sympathy thing. Like, I just wanted to say, use it as an example of, like, how the stream is not just, like, oh, hey, what's up? How's everybody doing? It's just, like, it's a good support group. And there's, like, a lot of people who go through stuff, and the whole chat will just like pile on in a good way and just be super supportive of that. And it's these people that, for the most part, you haven't met any of them in real life, but you feel like you know them. And I don't know, it's cool.
Yeah, so, you're getting a lot of love in the chat right now. Like everyone's like, we love Johnny, we love Johnny streams. Yeah.
Thank you, Blue Strike.
Yeah. I don't know.
And also sorry. This is going to be the last thing I say about that whole thing. And Alex has been super supportive. Guys handle sort of like breakups and stuff like that differently, but Alex will like stay up and, he'll stay up and play games with me. He'll, go out of his way to like make sure I feel included and I'm like having a good time. So it's nice.
Oh, that's so cute.
Alex is the best.
Oh, I'm
and
glad.
He's helped me get all this off the ground, so props to him.
Yeah.
Props and brops. I can't do the brop noise. I'm really...
Oh, no, it's like brop. Yeah, I sound like way too white trying to say it.
He's so good at it, and he can roll his R's and everything, like Ricky Ricardo. I can't do that either. I'm, like, useless when it comes to mouth noises.
No, I'm useless when it comes to, like, talking.
Yeah, talking's hard enough.
Yeah, and I started a talk show, so obviously.
Yeah, good job.
Oh, my gosh. Wait, Alex just rated us.
No, he didn't.
Yes, with a 27. Oh my gosh,
Jesus.
Alex, thank you so much.
Alex. Oh my God, brop.
Oh my gosh, the brop. We were just talking about how we can't do that.
Oh my gosh, what's up, guys?
Oh no, he's gonna bring the jank. Guys, we already had jank in our stream today.
Oh no,
it's so bad.
Chelsea's like, this is a bad thing.
Oh my gosh, thank you, Alex.
Oh no. God, there he is.
Is that the man himself?
Be the realest raid ever.
What the heck? Thank you. This is so crazy. You just got rated IRL, literally.
Oh, it's fine.
Hi, Alex. Alex, do you love The Walking Dead?
He loves The Walking Dead. He's gone now. He literally likes The Walking Dead.
Yeah, he better.
Well, Chelsea, if you ever want to come to the Skybound office and get a tour or do an IRL stream or whatever you want to do, you're always invited.
Be careful on that offer, fam, because, like, I will come.
You're, like, there tomorrow at, like, 7 a.m.
Yeah.
Like, Johnny, we got this girl outside.
Like, I will just sit there all day.
She's sobbing.
Like, low-key, I might cry, but...
Yeah.
Have you seen... What? No,
we do have, like, zombie, like, real-life looking zombies in the office that are, like, molds that Greg Nicotero made. And they're, like, all around the office. It's pretty insane.
I love it. Have you seen the video of the girl? She's, like, going to Harry Potter World, and she's, like, literally there sobbing.
No, wait. Yes, I think I have.
Because she's going through her, like, looking at everything, and she's just crying because it's all real. That would be
me. All real.
That'd be me taking, like, the Walking Dead tour.
Oh my God. Have you been on the Universal maze?
Oh, yeah. I lived there. I walked through it alone. The first time it opened, I went there on, like, one of the opening days by my nephew with me. I was like, screw it. I'm going by myself. Because, like, I had to live it. And it's amazing. Right. Every time I go there, I take the chance. But,
You're not scared? Are you, like, do you still, like, jump at all? Or are you just, like,
No, because, I actually am a haunt actor myself. I do haunts.
I didn't know that.
Yeah. I've been doing it since I was 14, actually.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Scare people for a living.
Yeah, like literally, that's like my job.
That's
every.
So amazing.
Yeah,
that's so weird because you're so sweet. So I wouldn't expect you to be like. Wow. Well. I'm learning a lot tonight.
The thing is, I might be a nice person, but like I grew up watching horror movies. My brothers made me watch like horror movies when I was like 3 years old, like Freddy vs. Jason. That's why I love The Walking Dead, is because I love movies and stories. But I also really love the horror genre. Oh, yeah. My mom says it real fast. It's fun to watch the weenies go through. Yeah, she haunts as well. She's this character as well, my mom.
What?
Yeah, so like my family, we grew up doing haunts, like home haunts. Sorry. So like my family did our own home haunt every year. And but yeah, I grew up watching horror movies, and that's why I like The Walking Dead, because it's a horror, but it's also an amazing, beautifully written TV show. With great character development, and that's why people ask why I love The Walking Dead, and that is why, for that reason.
Have you seen Hereditary?
I haven't. It looks really good, though.
Yeah, talk about horror. Jeez.
Is it good?
Yes.
Okay.
It's so good, but it's disturbing.
It's not like The Witch, though, where like it's so scary, but it's actually just dark noises for 2 hours. Definitely
not just dark noises.
Okay.
No, definitely. The bumps in the night are real.
Okay.
Hereditary is crazy. I'm sorry, I'm still thinking about it. I like just stay up and I like, damn. Yeah.
Oh, I gotta see it then. I probably love it. Yeah, because like I watch that stuff and I mostly laugh half the time because I'm just so used to watching horror movies. Mm-hmm. My thing, like, I really like stuff like The Shining because I don't like gore. I like when stuff is a story and then there's this scary element to it.
Yes.
And that's how I feel about The Walking Dead when people are like, oh no, there's not enough walkers. But even in the very first issue of Robert Kirkman, it says right there, this comic book is not about the walkers. It's about the people going through the apocalypse. Yes. And I think that's something a lot of people miss when they're like, oh, they're just walking, they're doing this. But it's actually about that. It's not about the walkers.
No, yeah, and it's about relationships. It's kind of like a soap opera with zombies. Mm-hmm. But I love The Walking Dead. It's great. Great storytelling. Guys, read the comics if you haven't read the comics.
Yeah.
I'm going to keep plugging the comics. What's your favorite non-Walking Dead comic book?
Non-Walking Dead comic book? Oh, I'm a huge Marvel fan. So it's probably definitely like X-Men, Captain America.
Very cool.
Yeah.
I'm reading this comic right... Oh, go ahead.
No, I was going to say you don't read much comics, but you're about to say something about comics, huh?
I read a lot of comics now. Now that I work at Skybound, I read comics all the time. I have like a whole bookshelf back there of all comics. I'm reading one right now called Why the Last Man, which is like basically all the men in the world, all the males in the world, including animals, have died except for one man and his male monkey. And it sounds weird, but it's awesome. And it's done by the guy who writes Saga. And
okay. I've been reading Saga. I really like. Oh, it's fine. Someone who's actually what I was going to say is someone just said that, I forget who said it, that The Last Man is going to be a show on FX. Okay, you should be better now. My microphone came back on.
I'm back.
Hey, okay. There we go.
Hey,
Skynet is real.
Yes, hashtag blame Alex, guys. Get that trending on Twitter.
Right.
Get it trending on MySpace. Get it trending everywhere.
Blame Tom. Yeah.
Blame Tom. I blame Tom.
Let's just embrace Walker Johnny.
Yes. Johnny Mnemonic. Okay. Fixed. Nice. All right.
Yeah, that was my end. I'm sorry.
No, don't be sorry. All right. Fire round of questions. Let's do this.
Okay, right. Coke or Pepsi?
Oh, Coke.
Tea or coffee?
Coffee. I don't like tea.
Favorite pizza topping?
Okay, this is so controversial. I like Hawaiian style. There, I said it, okay? I'm just about to lose like 50 followers.
Pineapples on pizza is so good. I'll say that loud and clear.
Sorry. I love it. Sue me.
Dream location, like to go or visit?
To go or visit? Venice.
Venice, okay. Favorite movie?
Favorite movie is Airplane.
Oh, nice. Which social media is the best?
Wait, which what?
Social media, like Twitter, Instagram, Facebook.
Oh, I prefer Twitter just because it's easier to like access news, and I'm a news junkie, so it's a lot easier to like get opinions and stuff. But I like how simple Instagram is. I hope they don't make it too complicated. I know Facebook bought it, so I don't know, but I like Twitter.
That's a good answer. That's my favorite too.
Yeah, I wish I could. I would have considered deleting my Facebook, but it's tied to all the Walking Dead channels that I do, so I literally can't. And plus, like, all my albums are there. It would be like setting fire to like a giant like photo album.
Yeah.
And I don't have the guts to do that.
I'm pretty sure you get it like Skybound working all the time though, just like the horror element all the time.
Yeah, I mean, it's not like the zombies are walking around our office or anything, but yeah, no, it's all like horror stuff and like Outcast. I don't know if you've seen Outcast at all.
A lot of their stuff's horror, yeah.
It's on Cinemax, Sinone has it, but it's really scary. It's really messed up, more so than Walking Dead. Sometimes I wish Walking Dead had been on like HBO, so they could have gone like all out. Yeah. But I still like it.
Yeah. I don't know. As much as I do love horror and stuff, I like I said, I don't like gore. I don't like watching someone get chopped up and stuff. I do prefer the little turn away and seeing blood splatter rather than I do like the walker kills. Those are fun, but sometimes I'm just like, I like the classy turn away, watch the reactions, watch the blood splatter on their face, let your mind do the rest.
The coolest kill, I think, was in season 5 when Daryl went on this supply mission, and it's like there's like a bunch of trucks and stuff, and I think the wolves had like put a bunch of walkers in the truck.
Oh, yeah,
and he had like that chain, and he just like swings it, and he like decapitates 3 walkers at once. It was the coolest thing I've ever seen.
Yeah, I really like the car scene. When they tie the chains to the cars, they just mow down the walkers, or the
That was crazy.
Yeah, the heapsters. When she turns them all into a bunch of meat stew, and the
oh my god,
the grinder. Like those are some cool special effects. I really do love special effects too. Like Greg Nicotero is the Rick Baker of our time. It's ridiculous.
He is, yes. We're not going to talk about that deer, but the rest of the visual effects are just so good.
I mean, of course, there's been mess ups, but I mean, it's TV. It's gonna happen.
It's TV. Yeah.
I know. There's like
he's a legend.
Yeah. No, Greg Nicotero's work. Even I don't know if you've seen From Dusk Till Dawn, the original 1990. Yeah, he did a lot of the makeup on that.
That's so cool.
For that film.
Dusk Till Dawn was. I didn't know anything about the movie, and then my friend showed it to me, and it just goes 0 to 1,000. I'm not going to ruin it for you guys.
It's one of my favorite movies. So good.
You think it's going to be one movie, and then you're just like, what the hell? It's crazy.
Guys, if you haven't seen it, just watch it. Especially if you love horror films. Oh, so good. The Gecko Brothers, that's literally my computer screen, though, is the Gecko Brothers.
Oh, yeah.
Just Seth and Richie Gecko.
Awesome.
Yeah, I have like, Halloween Horror Nights did a maze for it one year. And I kept going back up to the Seth and Richie and asking them questions because I just wanted to be a jerk and like see if they actually knew the knowledge. And at the end, the last day, he ripped out one of the pages from his book of drawings and gave me a vampire drawing. It's like hanging up in my vampire wall.
Oh my god, that's insane.
Like, I'm gonna be honest, I have a vampire wall. It's like Twilight and other vampire stuff. And then this is The Walking Dead and Star Wars. Right here, we got like Marvel, if you can see it.
I read Twilight in high school, and before it became a movie, and then it became this giant thing. I thought I was cool, then everyone knew about it. But what are you gonna do?
I think the movies are fun. I'm not a big fan of the books, though.
The books were just okay. I read the first 2, and I was like, I think I'm good.
Yeah. I didn't mean to keep you so long. I didn't realize it was like already 9:30.
No, you're fine. I'm good. Alex and I are gonna listen to the Drake album later tonight, but I'm good. However long.
Do you have any? Do you have any plugs or anything like about Skybound you want to give besides like buy the comic books?
Yeah, go to comic books, go to comic book shops. I was not a comic book guy at all. I've said that before I got this job, and you're really hesitant. You have an idea in your mind of like what a comic book reader is, but you're most likely wrong, like I was. And you go to a comic book shop, they're so helpful, they're so nice. Just go out of your comfort zone and check one out. I would have never done it, and now I do it all the time. There's one in North Hollywood, just gave away where I live, and super fun to go to. Plugs, I guess follow The Walking Dead on Twitter, Instagram, Facebook. Follow Skybound. Yes. If you want to follow me, at Johnny Odell everywhere, go ahead and do that. Sunsets happen around 7 o'clock every day. I'm going to plug sunsets. They're really beautiful. Makes you think about a lot of things sometimes, so get introspective. That's it. Yeah.
No, that's so cool. I was like, when you said sunsets, I'm like, Sunset Boulevard? Like, that's
Sunset
traffic.
No, just the natural, process of the sun setting. So.
Oh, fam. That's all I take pictures of is the road and, like, sunsets. That's literally everything. Someone's, like, in the chat, Mischief Nervous Face, I don't know. She's like, I've been to Alexandria. She's taken the tour. She says Norman Reedus has a restaurant. I've heard that in Atlanta.
Yes.
I'm like,
it's called Naked Norman's.
I really want to take a trip out to Atlanta and just take all the tours, go see everything, and try not to be weird.
I honestly haven't been. I want to go. I've had people at our office go, but it's not something we usually go to. But I agree. I want to see that.
I went to the what's it called, Talking Dead set once because I did like a little mini commercial for them. They were asking fans to like submit to do this thing, and I just submitted, and they're like, "Yeah, come tomorrow," and I was like, "The frick."
Is that so like the CBS lot?
Yeah.
Yeah, I used to work there. That's where they do Price is Right and like and like American Idol and all sorts of stuff. Oh,
American Idol's there too? I didn't know that though.
Yes. Damn. Yeah, they have all sorts. It doesn't have to be CBS. It's like all sorts of places. So,
what's it called? I did this thing like just trying out something for Fear the Walking Dead. It was when Fear the Walking Dead was just beginning season 2, and then they invited all of us who did it to come back and see the Talking Dead tape live to see the little commercial air.
That's so cool.
And that was like, I think I was a little too weird because I was thanking everyone, but luckily I looked 12, so I think they're like the child's just having fun.
Yeah.
But they let us into like the VIP area to watch the premiere of season 2. And Cliff, even though I don't really like his character, Cliff was there, and
he's a nice guy.
Yeah,
he's
super
all the
cool.
New Avatar movies too, by the way.
I saw that. That's so cool. Yeah, he's doing a lot of actual movies. Everyone in The Walking Dead is doing really good for themselves, like outside The Walking Dead, movie-wise. Like Lauren Cohan's new movie with Mark Wahlberg.
Catch 22, I think.
Yeah.
Or Catch something.
And then Jared, the Savior, he's been doing a lot of movies. He was in Game Night. He's in Love, Simon.
Love, Simon, yeah. It was so weird because the guy who played Benjamin was also in Love, Simon.
Yeah, that was when they had a scene together.
Like the Ferris wheel operator, and they're like, and he's the one who killed him in the show, and I was like, oh my god.
It's just,
that was crazy.
It's crazy. Oh my gosh, everyone's saying that sounds awesome. Wait. Oh no, right. I keep seeing the thing. They're like, they just want to keep saying Johnny looks like the streamer.
I'll take that. Everyone always, I get Macklemore a lot, and that's it.
Oh my god! Wait, you shouldn't have said that. I could see it now.
No.
There's no one seeing that.
Oh my god! Now it can't be unseen.
Do you pop some tags? Do you have $20 in your
tags?
Oh my god.
Yeah. I never pay $50 for a T-shirt. Do all that stuff.
Yeah.
So.
I want to thank you so much for coming on, though. It was a lot of fun. Like, if you ever want to come back and talk about other things like movies, comics, like.
I'd love to. Have me on anytime.
Yes.
This was so much fun. You're a really great streamer. Love supporting you, and hopefully Alex will get you those comics.
Last year at Comic-Con, I met Johnny for the first time because he was taking a picture of my Clementine outfit. And then he was just like looking at my Instagram to tag me, I think. And he's like, wait, you're on FE?
Yeah. And then, at first I was like, no. I was like, wait, why do you have like thousands of followers? I was like, are you someone? And you're just like, well, I'm on FBE. And I was like, what?
Yeah.
That was crazy.
And like, do you know Alex and Julie? And
And
so
I was like,
think
wait, are you famous?
and then I was like, I took a picture with you so I could send it to Alex and be like, look who I just met. I know details now.
I told her everything.
Right?
All the way through season 12. All right.
Alex likes to make jokes because, like, we're better friends now than I am with him.
Oh, yeah. For sure.
Oh, my gosh. But, yeah, I think everyone loves you because everything's just, like, the waffle emotes. We love Johnny.
I love that. And we have a zombie waffle emote coming soon, guys. So
I'm excited.
Shout out.
But, yes, follow Johnny. Follow everything. Oh, Alex is in the chat. Dear Lord. No, he saw all this.
Oh, my God. No. He can also hear me. He's in the other room.
True.
But,
I could, to be honest, I wasn't saying anything, but I could hear his brah. I can't say it.
Yeah, God knows how to do that.
Yeah. But yeah,
right,
thank
well,
you so
guys.
much. I appreciate it. I'll let you know when we're talking about certain movies or what you like, and we'll get you back on.
I'll hop in with my opinions. Thank you. Thanks to the chat. You guys were awesome. I saw y'all's comments and stuff. So, see you later.